Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ, the place to get the fastest, highest quality, most interesting updates and new perspectives on Chinese entertainment. Thanks for watching LVT-SHOWBIZ. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of Chinese celebrities. Leave your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you.
Have you ever wondered what it really means when a top star signs a contract that looks like a reward, but feels like a restraint? When headlines celebrate a win-win deal, yet the industry quietly leans in, asking a very different question: who is actually in control? When Wang Yibo renewed his contract with Yuehua Entertainment, the announcement appeared straightforward, even reassuring. A leading artist stays with the company that helped shape his career. A generous share incentive, valued at millions, seems to confirm mutual trust. But beneath that polished surface lies something far more complex, something that has been reshaping the rules of the entertainment world itself. This is not just about loyalty, nor is it simply about money. It is about power, timing, and strategy. It is about a new kind of relationship between artist and agency, one that no longer fits the old definitions. And perhaps most intriguingly, it raises a question that keeps fans, investors, and observers watching closely. Did Wang Yibo choose to stay, or did he choose the terms of how he stays? At first glance, the contract renewal feels like a natural continuation of a successful partnership. Wang Yibo and Yuehua Entertainment have grown together over the past decade, from his early debut days to his rise as one of the most recognizable figures in the industry. The company provided platforms, exposure, and resources while he delivered exceptional performance, consistency, and an ever-expanding audience. On paper, it looks like a story of mutual success. However, when we look closer, the numbers begin to tell a different story. A single artist contributing such a significant proportion of a company's revenue is not just impressive, it shifts the balance of influence. It transforms a traditional working relationship into something far more delicate. The share incentive plan, often presented as a reward, introduces an interesting layer. Restricted shares that unlock gradually over 4 years may sound like a long-term benefit, yet they also function as a mechanism of alignment. They encourage stability, continuity, and commitment. But they also create a subtle form of dependency. If the partnership continues smoothly, the value grows. If circumstances change, the potential gains quietly disappear. This is why many observers refer to such arrangements as golden handcuffs. They are not restrictive in an obvious sense, but they gently shape decisions over time. What makes this situation particularly compelling is the contrast between contribution and control. Despite his immense influence and financial impact, Wang Yibo does not directly hold traditional equity in the core company structure. This creates a fascinating tension. On one side, there is undeniable value creation. On the other, there is a carefully managed distribution of control. It is not a conflict, but rather a carefully maintained balance, one that reflects how modern entertainment businesses operate when dealing with top-tier talent. At the same time, Wang Yibo's recent moves suggest a broader vision. Establishing his own studio, expanding into diverse creative areas, and building a personal brand that extends beyond traditional acting and endorsements all point towards a strategic evolution. These actions do not necessarily signal separation, but they do indicate independence. They suggest a shift from relying on a single platform to building an ecosystem that can stand on its own. In this light, the contract renewal becomes less about staying in place and more about redefining the terms of collaboration. For Yuehua Entertainment, the stakes are equally significant. Retaining a key artist ensures stability, especially in a market where audience attention can shift rapidly. The company's growth, reputation, and even investor confidence are closely tied to its ability to maintain strong relationships with its leading talents. Offering share incentives is not merely a gesture of appreciation, it is a strategic decision designed to secure continuity while adapting to a changing landscape. It reflects an understanding that traditional management models are evolving and that flexibility is essential. This is where the broader industry perspective comes into play. The relationship between artists and agencies is no longer defined by simple contracts. It is becoming a partnership shaped by negotiation, influence, and mutual dependency. Top artists are no longer just performers. They are brands, creators, and strategic players in their own right. Meanwhile, agencies are transforming from controllers of opportunity into collaborators who provide resources, networks, and infrastructure. The dynamic is shifting, and both sides are learning how to navigate it. From a viewer's perspective, this story carries a unique kind of intrigue. It is not driven by overt controversy, but by subtle complexity. It invites questions rather than providing definitive answers. Is this a perfect balance of interests or a temporary compromise? Is it a sign of stability or a step towards eventual independence? These questions keep the narrative alive, encouraging discussion and interpretation. And that is precisely what makes it so engaging. Another layer worth considering is timing. The entertainment industry is undergoing rapid transformation, influenced by digital platforms, global audiences, and evolving business models. In such an environment, decisions are rarely isolated. They are part of a larger strategy, often anticipating future trends rather than reacting to current conditions. Wang Yibo's choice to renew while simultaneously expanding his personal ventures reflects a keen awareness of this shifting landscape. It suggests not just adaptability, but foresight. There is also an emotional dimension that resonates with audiences. Fans see loyalty, growth, and continuity. Observers see strategy, positioning, and calculated risk. Both perspectives are valid, and together they create a richer narrative. It becomes more than a business decision. It becomes a story of evolution, both personal and professional. It shows how an individual can navigate success while preparing for what comes next. In many ways, this contract renewal represents a transition point. It bridges the past, where traditional structures dominated, and the future, where flexibility and independence take center stage. It demonstrates that success is no longer defined by a single path, but by the ability to adapt and redefine one's role within an ever-changing system. For Wang Yibo, it is not simply about remaining with a company. It is about shaping the conditions under which that relationship continues. As we reflect on this, it becomes clear that the idea of golden handcuffs is not as straightforward as it may seem. They are not purely restrictive, nor are they entirely liberating. Instead, they represent a nuanced agreement, one that balances opportunity with commitment and independence with collaboration. Understanding this balance is key to appreciating the deeper story behind the headlines. And perhaps that is the most compelling aspect of all. This is not a story with a clear ending, but one that continues to unfold. It invites us to watch closely, to think critically, and to recognize that behind every major announcement lies a series of thoughtful decisions shaping the future. If you found this perspective insightful and would like to explore more stories that uncover the hidden layers of the entertainment world, don't forget to subscribe to Star Watch now. Your support helps us continue bringing thoughtful analysis and engaging narratives right to you. Thank you for watching, for sharing your thoughts, and for being part of this journey. Stay curious, stay inspired, and we will see you in the next video.